Hi guys, welcome to Nomad on Fire. And today we're going to talk about one of my favorite funds, and that's BTCI by Neos. BTCI is a Bitcoin ETF that sells covered calls and then pays out a good distribution monthly. It's about 11 months old. It started last in October of 2024. So it's a fairly new ETF, but I've been investing in it since probably January. I started off the new year, started investing in that in my Roth IRA, and I started putting it into my regular IRA and my self-employed 401k. A little while later, I started my FIRE account with it after I started seeing good performance with it. My FIRE account is what I call my FIRE account. It's my regular investment account, and that's how I generate monthly dividends to live on. Over the last 11 months, it's had pretty good swings as far as monthly distribution. It started off, the very first distribution was $1.1253, $1.12, 0.53. That was the absolute lowest that it's ever been. In January of 2025 was the highest it's ever been, so it was $1.57.18. So you can see there's a little bit of swings there. So what I did is I went through October through August, October of last year through August, 11 months that it's been open, and calculated all the monthly dividends, which I can go over that with you right now if you'd like. October of 2024, it was $1.1253. November was $1.40.81. December was $1.45.78. January was $1.57.18. February was $1.43.19. March was $1.33.50. April was $1.25.91. May was $1.51.45. June was $1.39.78. July was $1.47.16. August was $1.41.53. And it's paid out over the last 11 months $15.38.82. And I took that up and divided by going off of a $60 price. I know it's a little bit higher than that right now, but if you take a $60 price and then divide it by the $15.39 that it's paid out, that's about a 26% average. Okay, so I'm getting a little bit better than that because I sold a Harley and I put it into BTCI. I bought a lot of other, and it was when the market was going down quite a bit, because it was down. I was buying it around $47 a share, so I'm getting quite a bit higher distribution than this 26%. So what I've done is I added those up and then divided by 11, and that comes up to $1.40 is the average distribution for the 11 months. So I'm going to use that figure, and I'm going to use the $60 price figure for the average price of the stock, because that's pretty much what it is right now. So what I did is I calculated several different amounts that you can make a month. I started off with $50 a month. Okay, so if you're just beginning with BTCI, this is kind of what you can estimate it's going to take to make you $50 a month, and I went up from there. So at a $60 price, and if you want to make $50 of income a month, you're going to need 35.7 shares. and that's $2,142. So you can see it doesn't take a huge amount of money to start making $50 a month. $2,142. I guess you could just double that. $100 a month, it takes you 71.4 shares, $4,284. $250 a month, it takes you 178.6 shares. That's $10,716. $10,716 will make you $250 a month. Okay, that's not a lot of investment to make you $250 a month. $500 a month, you need 357.2 shares. That's $21,432. Okay, so $1,000 a month, you need 714.3 shares. That's $42,858. $1,500 a month, you need 1,071.4 shares. That's $64,284 a month. $2,000 a month, you need 1,428.6 shares. That's $85,716 a month, or invested. I wish a month, but and then let's go for the big one there, $5,000 a month. Now, who wouldn't like to make $5,000 a month by just having money invested in Bitcoin? You need 3,571.4 shares. That's $214,284. Okay, that's a lot of money, but at the same time, you're making $5,000 a month. Plus, you're not just getting monthly income. This BTCI fund has, over the last month, has brought 21% growth just on its own. So you're getting 21% growth plus $5,000 a month. I believe that the calculated total was 56% if you reinvested all your dividends back into BTCI. Since it's opened 11 months ago, you've made a 56% return. I mean, that is simply awesome. And as you can tell, that's one of the main reasons I love this fund. I'm a Bitcoin guy through and through. I've contemplated changing the name of my channel to Bitcoin Nomad on Fire because I'm such a believer in Bitcoin. And I may do that, I don't know. But anyway, that is a breakdown of how much money you need to invest in BTCI to make a certain amount of money. It's not a lot of money. Now, compared to some of the other funds like Ulti and stuff like that, you're not going to need as much money in Ulti, but you're not going to have the growth. You're going to have NAV erosion and stuff like that as well. I'm a believer in this Bitcoin ETF, this BTCI. Maybe you should take a look at it. But anyway, that's all I've got for you today. If you like this type of content, I'm going to do it on YBTC here in the future. I'm going to go over YBTC because that's another Bitcoin fund that I'm looking at investing in. And maybe we can come to a conclusion if it's a good fund or not. But for now, the BTCI, in my opinion, is the absolute best Bitcoin ETF high dividend fund out there. But anyway, thanks. Please like, share, and subscribe, and I'll talk to you guys later. Thanks. Bye-bye.